even when I'm down. Got my head in the clouds and my feet on the ground. I got big dreams.
Yeah, we got big dreams here at the Genius Lab. Thank you for listening to this podcast. It's so nice to have you here today. And this is Toby Christensen, your self-empowerment trainer. And today we are continuing with our Impact and Inspiration series. One of the things that has been repeatedly coming into my awareness is that every single day we have the ability to impact people. And whether you consciously impact or whether you unconsciously impact, just doing whatever it is that you do in the world, you're going to impact people. Okay? And then you're also going to inspire people. How do we inspire people? Like, what do we inspire them towards? Do we inspire them towards goodness and random acts of kindness? Or do we inspire people to be hateful and mean and create divisiveness and that kind of thing? You know, it's up to you. The thing that I would encourage you to do is do it consciously. Yeah, it's really powerful, man, when you think about the possibility that you have to intentionally move someone towards a direction of whatever it is that's in alignment with your core values. A lot of people don't think. They get up in the morning, they put one foot in front of the other, they have no idea, there's no planning, there's no intention, there's just like, I just got to get through this freaking day. And I feel sorry for those kind of people, and I hope that I can inspire them, inspire them to be better, inspire them to bring goodness into the world, inspire them to be less judgmental and more open and more receiving. It's really powerful. So today's podcast is about how you can consciously impact and inspire. Okay. And it's through a process of visualization. One of the big things that I have said for years is what you focus on, you feed. When someone comes to me with a particular problem, it's like, so what have you been focusing on? How do you see yourself in that situation? Oh, well, I haven't been focusing on anything. I've just been kind of, throwing fate to the wind and see what happens, right? And that's not a very good, there's an old saying, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So I'm always encouraging people to intentionally influence their lives. And one of the best ways to do that is by focusing on what you want to create. So the first thing when you wake up in the morning, what do you think about? Oh shit, I've got a headache because I drank too much last night. And even if you did, so what? Like, how about clear the headache? How about intending on feeling better? How about like visualizing yourself, making yourself an epic breakfast so that it absorbs some of the alcohol that's left over in your stomach? Whatever it is, it can be anything. How about just waking up and intending to have a good day? And then defining what a good day is for you. So one of the things I've been doing lately, I'm on this juicing kick. So I've been making this really awesome carrot, celery, apple, ginger, turmeric, beet. What else do I put in there? There's a bunch of stuff. And anyway, I make this juice, and this juice is so nutrient dense. It like lasts me for half a day. I'm trying to lose a few pounds. Okay. I tried on my favorite jeans and they did not fit well. And, I've been getting a little lazy during this COVID time, and I've been breaking down some of my pre-established habits. And, so what I'm doing differently today is the first thing I visualize is, number one, any weightedness or stiffness in my body is clearing. I imagine a screen going through my body, kind of like in the old days. They used to, my dad, when he gardened, he used to have this screen. It was a grate on a bunch of 2x4s, and he would take dirt and he would throw the dirt on the grate, and the rocks would stay on the grate and the dirt would fall down. So he had some really nice clean dirt underneath. That's kind of how I do with my body. I imagine a grate coming through my body, and any of the negative energy that I picked up at night through bad dreams or anything that I'm holding on to from the day before, or anything like that, I imagine it staying on that grate, and then there's a way of disposing of that negative energy because we don't want to just throw that into the universe. And then I imagine my clear, clean self consuming first some awesome Cafe Umbria coffee. Just got to say, love my coffee. And then I imagine myself going out in the kitchen and pulling out all these organic vegetables and putting them in the juicer and making this lovely concoction that just like fills every cell with vibrant energy. I mean, I'm feeling it now. You feeling it? And then I imagine myself going to my email and clicking on the email and having people calling me for sessions. And so the work's coming in. And then, I'm working on a project with a company called Final Cycles where we're eradicating plastic waste from the earth. And I have a music project with them, actually several. And I imagine, the executive director, hey, we found some funding for, one of your projects, and boom. And, so these are the kinds of things that I'm constantly reinforcing. And then what happens? What happened today? I got on, there was someone I didn't know. They said, my friend had a session with you, said it blew her mind. She wants to gift me a session. I emailed her friend and said, hey, did you send this person my way? She said, yeah, absolutely. Let me Venmo you the money for the session. Within 5 minutes, I'm paid. Boom, ready to roll. I mean, that's just the way to do it. When you focus on what it is you want to create, things start to happen to support that creation. When I go out into, when I walk through the house, I envision the floors all clean and, and when I go out there and there's dog hair there because we have 2 golden retrievers with long hair everywhere. I'm like, okay, so I need to take a half hour and I need to vacuum the house today. But it's constantly reinforcing having the positive energy of the environment around me. How do I want people to respond to me when they come over? My buddy CJ, we have a charity called Hear the Hope. And, we're always doing music and stuff together. And he comes over on Tuesdays and it's COVID time. So we have to be careful. It's all that. But I constantly envision him coming, us working on music. We're both safe. We're both healthy. And what's so amazing about it is as you begin to really focus on what it is you want to create, there's an energy that comes around that helps you create it. And it's, they call it the law of attraction or whatever you want to call it. I just, what you focus on, you feed. Create the magnetic field that draws to you the things that you love and the way that you want to live your life. What kind of health do you want to have? What kind of environment do you live in? What kind of relationships do you want to have? Whether it's your love relationships, whether it's your friends, family, whatever it is, envision it as you would like it to be. Now, some people go, oh, well, that's just a bunch of airy-fairy fantasy stuff. Yes, absolutely. And it works. Think a bunch of shitty thoughts and mean, nasty thoughts and watch how your attitude affects your day. Watch what you attract to yourself. Okay? Guarantee you are not going to like it. Okay? The chances of attracting good things are better when you think about good things. Sure, not everything, I didn't win the $200 million lottery last week, and I wish I would have. And I thought about it a lot and but it didn't happen. But guess what? A lot of good things did happen. And I'm guessing that a lot more good things happen when I'm thinking good thoughts than when I'm shitty and pissed off. So, that said, I would encourage you to every single morning, even if it's just 10 minutes, 1 cup of coffee, okay? Think about how you want to impact the world and how do you want to influence the people that you come in contact with. What do you want them to do? How do you want them to act? How do you want to feel? And how do you want to respond to the world? Okay, that's part of your impact. And then, of course, how are you inspired to create goodness in the world? How are you inspired to get your message out so that people, let's just say the world's a better place because you're in it? Conscious impact, conscious inspiration. That's the theme of today. And I encourage you to really take some time and think about it. Even, you might even write out the story. If you're a writer, I know a lot of people journal. In your journal what you'd like to have happen for the day and see what happens. At the end of the day, go back and read it and see how your day was mirrored by the journaling that you did in the morning. Or not. I mean, I'm not saying that just because you do it, it'll instantaneously happen. But I will tell you this. If you create a habit of conscious intention, your life will be much better than if you don't. Okay? So for the next week, just for fun, just for the next week, every day, take 15 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever you can spare, even 5 minutes, it doesn't matter, and write down, like physically write it down, how you want to have an impact on the world around you that day. And what do you want to inspire people to do? Okay? That's your homework. So until then, we will see you soon. And until then, be good, have fun, be intentional, realize that you impact the world and you can do that consciously. Realize that everything you do inspires those around you to respond in kind. So have a positive influence, have a positive impact, have a positive inspiration, and by all means, keep looking up.